if you look today at the top 50 SaaS companies that are publicly listed in the US, their annual recurring revenue versus their CAC spend, or the cost of money that they're spending to acquire a new customer, it's ridiculous. I've just seen a report that shows the minimum is 2 years CAC payback. What that means is by the time they've spent all their money on marketing and sales, all that effort to go and acquire a customer to actually pay that back, it's 2 years minimum. And we're talking, when you get down the list, it's 10 years. We're talking companies like Twilio that are spending all this money. You know, they're doing their marketing, they've got all these events, they've got all this stuff happening. But by the time they get a new customer, and by the time that payback, it's 10 years. It's just broken. And so I think you're starting to see a lot more scrutiny on what are you spending money on? What's the return? You know, you're spending $15,000 on an event. Have you got $15,000 in revenue as a result? If not, it's failed. That is where we're at today. 3 years ago, it was growth at all costs, plenty of money flossing around, right? Literally, growth at all costs. And if you had a pulse, you get a job. As long as you were breathing, you got a job, especially anywhere. I think Salesforce went from 15,000 to 80,000 staff in a few years. Nuts. And today, of course, marketing teams are still doing that, but times have changed. It's not growth at all costs anymore. It's now profitable, efficient growth. And so they've got to stop spending all that money on stuff that's not producing an ROI and start to produce results, or start to do things that are going to have an impact. And that, I think, is our time for that right now.